Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to understand how to schedule X, formerly Twitter, post automatically. So I manage social media for my business and I have to post regularly on my social medias. So here to posting regularly in my busy schedules is a very hectic task. So now I have planned to automate this entire process. So here I've created a Google Sheet where I've added all the content details with the specific dates on which I want to post that content. So now here my objective is that every day on a specific time my automation should run, and then it should look up for a row in my Google Sheets, and after finding that specific detail for that specific date, automatically it should create a tweet on my X account. So here to build this connection, I need to connect these applications using an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this process step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to understand how to schedule X, formerly Twitter, post automatically. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I manage social media for my business, and staying consistent with posting can be challenging when I have a busy schedule. So now I have planned to automate this entire process. So by scheduling posts automatically, I can plan my content in advance and ensure it goes out at the right times without having to do it manually. This helps me keep my social media accounts active, maintain engagement with my audience, and save time that I can use for other important tasks. It makes my workflow much smoother and helps me stay organized. So here on my screen you can see my Google Sheets which I have created with the name X Post. And here I have entered the title and the content for my post with the specific date on which I want it to be posted. So now here to automate this entire posting process, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software, and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect, and you can visit it by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, then you can click on sign up free and get 300 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. Now this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this create workflow button which is given on the top right corner. Now here in this create workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as how to schedule X, formerly Twitter, post automatically. And then here I'm going to select my folder as automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect, then you have to click on this learn more link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to our forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder inside Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. Where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here, as I've already told you, that I want to post daily on my X account at a specific time. So here to schedule this entire process, we are going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is Schedule by Pabbly. So here in this trigger step, we are going to select our trigger feature as Schedule by Pabbly. So by selecting this specific feature, we are going to schedule this entire workflow to run on a specific time. So now here, after selecting this feature, here I'm going to click on this trigger event, and from here I'm going to select schedule workflow. So by selecting this trigger event, I'm going to schedule my entire workflow which I'm going to create in this automation. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me how often you want to run your workflow. So here in this field, I need to specify that when I want to run this entire workflow. So here you can see in this drop down menu, we have received the option for at regular intervals, once, every day, days of the week, or the dates of the month. So here I want to schedule this workflow for every day. So here I'm going to select my range as every day. But if you want, then you can schedule this workflow for once, days of the week, or the dates of the month also. So here I'm going to select every day, and now here after selecting my range, here it is asking me to select my time. So here in this time field, I need to select the time on which I want to run this workflow every day. So for that, I'm going to select my time as 12 p.m. And now here, after selecting my range and the time, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully scheduled our workflow for every day at a specific time, that is 12 p.m. So with this, we have successfully set up this trigger step over here. Now let's move to action step. And now here in this action step, we are going to use another feature by Pabbly to get the current date of every day whenever this workflow is going to be run. So by getting this current date, automatically the post which is assigned to that specific date is going to be created and posted on my X account. So here, to get that specific current date, we need to use a feature by Pabbly, that is datetime formatter by Pabbly. So I'm going to search for that feature. So here I'm going to select datetime formatter by Pabbly, and by selecting this particular feature, I'm going to extract the current date. So now here I'm going to click on this action event, and here you can see all the action events that we can perform by using datetime formatter by Pabbly, such as format date with time zone, format date only, format time zone only, add or subtract time, current date, modify current date, or date duration calculator. So here I'm going to select this specific feature for the current date, because I want to extract the current date of every day whenever this entire workflow is going to be run. So for that, I'm going to select current date, and now here, after selecting my action event, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. And now here, after building the connection, here you can see it is asking me to select the basic format. So here in this drop down menu, you can see all the formats which are available in Pabbly Connect to get the current date. So here I'm going to use the basic format which I have used in my Google Sheets to enter this date over here, that is day, month and year. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my basic format as day, month and year. So this is my format, and now I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see, after clicking on the save and send test request, we have received a successful response over here, where we have received the result as the current date, that is today's date, that is 2nd September 2024. And here you can see that this date is similar to the one which I've entered in my first row of this Google Sheet, that is 0209-2024. So now I want that automatically it should look for the similar date in my Google Sheets, and after looking for that similar date, automatically using the title and the content which I have provided in front of that date, automatically a new post should be posted on my X account. So for that, what I need to do is that I need to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, and then I have to look up for this particular row based on the date given over here. So for that, I'm going to add another action step in my workflow. So here, to add this action step, I'm going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to search for my action application, that is Google Sheets. So Google Sheets is a free web-based spreadsheet program that allows you to create, edit and share spreadsheets online. It's like having a powerful and flexible digital workbook that you can access from any device with an internet connection. People use Google Sheets because it's super convenient for collaborating with others in real time. Whether you are tracking expenses, creating project plans, analyzing data, or working on a group assignment, Google Sheets makes it easy to work together and stay organized. Plus, it integrates seamlessly with other Google apps like Google Drive and the Google Forms, making it a go-to tool for personal and professional use. So here in my Google Sheets action step, I'm going to select my action event as Lookup Spreadsheets Rows V2. So by selecting this particular action event, I'm going to look up for my spreadsheet row in my Google Sheets, which is named as X post. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. Here I'm going to select my desired account, and here I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So now here after building a successful connection, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here I've already shown you that I have my spreadsheet with the name X post. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as X post. And now here after selecting my spreadsheet, here I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, and then here it is asking me for a lookup value. So here in the help text it says enter the value to be searched in the column here. The response will return a maximum of 100 search results from the Google Sheet. So basically here I need to enter the lookup value through which I'm going to search for a row in my Google Sheet. So here I've already told you that I'm going to use the dates to look up for the row in my Google Sheets. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here instead of entering this lookup value manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response I've received in my previous steps. Mapping makes the text dynamic so that whenever this workflow is going to be run as per the scheduled date and time, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here for this lookup value, I'm going to map the current date which I have received in the response of my date time formatter. So this is my current date. And now here after entering this lookup value, here it is asking me for a lookup column. So here in the instruction it says search column. Here you can pass multiple comma separated columns. We will grab the matching rows and give you all of its values. So basically here in this lookup column, I need to enter the column name or the column number where this lookup value is going to be searched. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see that I have entered dates in my column A. So here in my Pabbly's workflow, I'm going to enter my lookup column as column A. And now here after entering this lookup column, here it is asking me for end column of data. So again here in the help text it says enter the column to which the data should be retrieved here. It is to be noted that any data beyond the given column will be ignored. That means here in this end column of data field, we need to enter the column number till which we want to extract the data. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see my last data column is column C. So I want to extract the data till column C. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the end column of data, I'm going to enter the column number as C. And now here after entering the column names, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to look up as date. So here in the help text it says choose the lookup as date option here. If yes, your date search should be of the same time zone in either ISO or US format. So here you can see if we select lookup as date as yes, then our date should be of time zone either ISO or the US. So as we have used different time zone from both of these, so for that I'm going to select lookup date as no. And now moving forward, and then here it is asking me for use sheet headers as keys in response. So for that I'm going to select yes, and then here it is asking me to sort rows. So here in the help text it says choose the sorting value to pick the recent match here. The default value is top. So here to sort this rows, we can select two methods, that is top to bottom or bottom to top. So here for sorting rows, I'm going to select a method that is top to bottom. And now here after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and sentence request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where the rows found is 1, row index is 2, and here you can see the values, that is date, title over here, and the row value content. So here you can see the response received is similar to the one we have entered in our Google Sheets row. The title is same and the same content. So now moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. Now let's move to another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And now here in this action step, we are going to select our action application as X, which is formerly Twitter. So, X, formerly known as Twitter, is a popular social media platform where users can post short messages called tweets, share images and videos, and follow other users to stay updated on their post. People use X to stay informed about current events, engage in discussions, connect with others who share similar interests, and promote their businesses or personal brands. The platform is known for its real time updates and the ability to quickly spread information to a wide audience. So, here in my X action step, I'm going to select action event as create tweet so that after looking up for a row in my Google Sheets, automatically using my details, a new tweet post should be created on my X account. And now, here to connect my X with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Again, here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your X account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with X. And now here to build this connection, here it is asking me for a client ID and the client secret. So here in the help text it says, please read the documentation here to know how to create a client ID or the client secret. So here you can see a learn more hyperlink, and by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the documentation to how to create a client ID and the client secret for your X account. So here you have to follow all these steps to get the client ID and the client secret to build this connection. So here in the first step, it says create a Twitter developer account. That means before building this connection, you need to create a Twitter developer account to build this connection. And here, as I've already created my Twitter developer account, I'm directly going to click on this link. And if you want to create a new developer account, then also you have to click on this link given over here. And here, as I've already created my developer account and I'm already logged in my X account, then automatically I have got logged in my developer account as well. So here in this developer platform, I'm going to click on this developer portal given over here. And here under this developer portal, I'm going to click on this project and apps. And from here, I'm going to select my project, which is named as test application 220. And now from here, I'm going to click on this keys and tokens given over here. And here under keys and tokens, you can see I have received my client ID and the client secret. So here I'm going to copy both of the details and paste in my Pabbly's workflow. So now here I'm going to copy this client ID, moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to enter this client ID, and then moving back to my developer account, and then I'm going to regenerate my client secret, and then I'm going to copy it, moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to enter my client secret. And now here, after entering both of the required data, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And then here you can see that Pabbly Connect is requesting for the access. So here I'm going to click on this authorize app button given over here and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the message. That means here I need to enter the message which I want to create as a tweet on my X account. So here for this message field, I'm going to map the title first, which I have received in my Google Sheets response. So here you can see the title, and then I'm going to enter some space over here, and then I'm going to map the content which I have received in my Google Sheets response. So here I've successfully entered the message, and then here it is asking me for code, tweet ID and the direct message deep link. So here both of these fields is not a required field, so here I'm going to leave them blank. But if you want to add any of the detail, then you can do it as per your need. And now here, after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a tweet on our X account. So now let's go and check it. Here I'm going to refresh it. And here you can see we have successfully created a new tweet over here which says streamline your workflow with automation, say goodbye to repetitive tasks, automate your workflow and save time for what really matters. Hashtag automation, hashtag productivity boost. So here you can see we have successfully posted a new tweet on our X account, and with this we have successfully set up this entire automation. So now once we have set up this connection, then every day on a specific time this entire workflow is going to be run, or you can say that entire workflow is going to be triggered and it is going to create a new post on our X account. So now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken a trigger as scheduled by Pabbly and an action as date time formatter by Pabbly, Google Sheets and the X, formerly Twitter. so that every day on a specific time this entire workflow is going to be triggered or run, and after that automatically by using datetime formatter by Pabbly it is going to extract the current date, and after extracting the current date automatically as per the current date it is going to look up for the rows in our Google Sheets, and after looking for the spreadsheet rows and getting all the details, automatically using that detail a new tweet post is going to be created on our X account. Now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.